his hat off.
Could be made a case for a face mask penalty. Certainly part of the game, however, it is not genteel in the trenches.
Well, you have to grab something, and you never know what it is sometimes. And when you grab it, you twist it. The Raiders 20-7 over Kansas City.
Incompletion makes it 3rd down and 8. Still at the 23 of Phoenix. 11:21 to go in the game. The Eagles leading 14-5. Cunningham against the blitz. Incomplete. Intended for Giles. A little bit behind him. Michael Zordich with the coverage. Michael in his 3rd year out of Penn State. So the field goal unit comes on 4th down and 8. And Luis Zendejas will attempt a 40-yarder, maybe a 41-yarder. Depends on what they officially call it, as Telchik will do the holding. And he hooks it, and it's no good. The normally very accurate Luis Zendejas has now made 7 of 11 attempts this year. He did make a 47-yarder among those, but he misses this one from just outside 40 yards. So the score remains Philadelphia 14 and Phoenix 5. Tonight on CBS, following our ball game and other activity around the NFL, 60 Minutes will kick off the Sunday night lineup as usual, followed by Murder, She Wrote with Angela Lansbury, and then the CBS Sunday night movie The Big Easy, a romantic thriller starring Dennis Quaid and Ellen Barkin. That's tonight right here on CBS. Phoenix 1st and 10. Tupa flushed down to the pocket, running well, and out to the 35. Byron Evans hauls him down, but he picks up enough for a 1st down, a 12-yard gain.
I tell you, the coaches have to be impressed with the way Tupa's played it this afternoon under the circumstances. He has shown a lot of poise, good timing, good feel for pressure. And again, as I mentioned several times, I'm really surprised that he moves as well as he does. Here's a good shot now. Look, he sees the room. He takes advantage of it right off the bat. He doesn't hesitate. Gets tackled from the backside. It's a good job on the part of Tom Tupa.
Moving well again, throwing on a run and completing it. Farrell down to the 40 of Philadelphia.
See, the great thing about Tupa is the fact that he's aware. See, there's an awareness that you can't teach quarterbacks. Here he is again, going back in the pocket. See, and he steps up into the pocket. Last time he ran. This time he's looking for somebody to throw the ball to across the field. And there he is. Farrell makes the catch and picks up a nice gain on the play. But again, the good composure on the part of Tom Tupa.
We're not talking about a small guy either. Tupa is 6'4", 220. Firing in, it's intercepted. An ill-advised pass that time. It was intended for Rob Awalt, the tight end, and Al Harris had a better shot at it. That is the 6th turnover for the Phoenix Cardinals, just when they were driving into Philadelphia territory.
It looked like it might have been a quarterback draw the way he started to run up the middle. Nothing was there. You see there's a man on the nose of the center, so that wouldn't be a good play. But watch here. See, he starts to go up when he sees the room. Then he decides to throw the ball to the outside. And I can't tell whether somebody got a piece of the ball or not. But anyway, he was intercepted. And now Philadelphia has possession, 1st and 10.
At the 44 of Philadelphia. Al Harris celebrating his 2nd interception of the year. The clock showing 9:50 to play. Mark Higgs right at the line of scrimmage. Bulldog down by Eric Hill.
Tackled by Hill. Official timeout.
And an injured Cardinal down on the field at the 40. Injured Cardinals are becoming an all too common sight. It's rookie Jim Waller out of UCLA who is hurt. Coming into the game, the Cardinals had lost a total of 15 players, 11 of them starters.
Watch Jim Waller now. He's lined up on the left of our screen here, number 66. You can't tell whether it's a face mask or what happened on the play. It looked like he was coming in late. Looks like I got kicked, but you couldn't tell for sure.
They're working on his left knee. Left knees have been a very popular job for the trainers today,
and the way they're twisting it, if it wasn't hurt before, it might be now.
I love it when you go to the doctor and they say, does that hurt? Of course it hurts. I wouldn't be here if it didn't hurt.
And then they get the little hammer, the rubber hammers, they start pounding on it, and they wonder if it hurts.
Let me have the hammer and I'll show you. Well, Waller up, but he is not doing very well. And boy, the training staff of the Cardinals has had a room full of guys every week this year. They have been working overtime. So Waller leaves the game, and Gene Stallings has seen this all too frequently. There was no gain on the play. So Philadelphia will go second down. Again at the 44. Carter in and out of the formation. Cunningham completing to Giles, and Giles tackled immediately by Anthony Bell. But Giles may have enough for a first down.
Very sure-handed, always a good pass receiver, always a good pass route runner, and a very good blocker.
Looking at the inside of the left knee.
Official timeout for measurement.
Jim Waller, 6'4", 270.
And we talked to him, had a nice visit with him yesterday, and was impressed with his overall attitude about professional football. He said he'd like to be involved in drug abuse centers around the country, and he would like to start in Arizona and then branch out and have them all over the country and have players all over the National Football League service those areas, which is a great ambition and could become a reality in future years for Jim Waller.
He feels like there's too much negative publicity about professional athletes. He tried to pick his way through a hole that really wasn't there, and he gets shoved back. Anthony Bell leading the charge.
You can't run that handoff kind of fielding your way. You have to blow it in there, right or wrong. You got to make the pile move. And I talked to Ted Plum, who does such a great job of calling plays with this Eagle offense. And he talked about some of the things they expected to do, and they've tried to do them. And some of the things they've done extremely well, and others have been somewhat of a problem.
The Eagles trying to maintain possession. They have a 14-5 lead with 8:10 to go in the ball game. It is second down and 7. Giles with the ball, and quickly a bunch of Cardinals there. Eric Hill leading the way, and a gain of about 5. Clock still runs with 7:50, and the Eagles in control. Philadelphia has gained 165 yards on the ground. Well, for those of you expecting to see 60 Minutes, we welcome you to CBS Sports coverage of the National Football League. We're at Sun Devil Stadium here in Tempe, Arizona. Steve Zabriskie along with Hank Stram. And the Philadelphia Eagles lead the Phoenix Cardinals 14-5. 60 Minutes will be seen in its entirety at the conclusion of the game, except on the West Coast, where you'll see it at its regular time. Cunningham completing it to David Little, the backup tight end who's run out of bounds by Marcus Downs.
And all Little does in that kind of a play, he's anchored on the left side, and he goes right out, what they call an arrow pattern, right out to the sideline, and he rolls that way and throws in the ball very quickly on the play. You know, I talked about Ted Plum, and he said that they were going to try to run the ball and do a good job of running, and that's exactly what they've done. You mentioned they've run for about 165 yards this afternoon, and that's what they wanted to accomplish.
One of the Cardinals cheerleaders exhorting the defense on. This is the 6th play of the drive, and it goes nowhere as Tony is stopped by Rod Sadler.
Sadler, you know, last year played right in. Now he's playing left in, and he looks like he's growing and developing into a very outstanding player.
Under 7 minutes to go now, and the Eagles hoping to not only maintain possession, but push the ball in the end zone as they would give themselves a little working room. However,